ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ ವೀಕ್ಷಕರೇ. ಮಾಧ್ಯಮಗಳು ಸಾಮಾಜಿಕ ಜವಾಬ್ದಾರಿಯನ್ನು ಪ್ರದರ್ಶಿಸುವುದು ಮುಖ್ಯವಾದಂತಹ ಕರ್ತವ್ಯ. ಮಾಧ್ಯಮ ಜನರ ಸಂಕಷ್ಟಗಳಿಗೆ ಧ್ವನಿಯಾಗಿ ನಿಲ್ಲಬೇಕು. ಆ ನಿಟ್ಟಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಜನಶಕ್ತಿ ಮೀಡಿಯಾ ಫೇಸ್ಬುಕ್ ಮತ್ತು ಯೂಟ್ಯೂಬ್ ಚಾನೆಲ್ ಮೂಲಕ ವಸ್ತುನಿಷ್ಠ ವಿಶ್ಲೇಷಣೆ ಮತ್ತು ನಿಖರವಾದಂತಹ ಸುದ್ದಿಯ ಮೂಲಕ ಪರ್ಯಾಯ ಮಾಧ್ಯಮವಾಗಿ ಬೆಳೆಯಲಾರಂಭಿಸಿದೆ. ವೀಕ್ಷಕರು ತೋರಿದಂತಹ ಪ್ರೀತಿ, ಸಲಹೆ, ಮಾರ್ಗದರ್ಶನ ಜನಶಕ್ತಿ ಮೀಡಿಯಾ ವೆಬ್ ಪತ್ರಿಕೆಯನ್ನು ಆರಂಭಿಸುವಂತಹ ವಿಶ್ವಾಸವನ್ನು ತುಂಬಿದೆ. ಅಕ್ಟೋಬರ್ 6, 2020 ಕೇರಳದ ಆರೋಗ್ಯ ಸಚಿವರಾಗಿರುವಂತಹ ಶೈಲಜಾ ಟೀಚರ್ ಅವರು ಜನಶಕ್ತಿ ಮೀಡಿಯಾ ವೆಬ್ ಪತ್ರಿಕೆಯನ್ನು ಲೋಕಾರ್ಪಣೆಯನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿದರು. ವೆಬ್ ಪತ್ರಿಕೆಯ ಬಿಡುಗಡೆ ಭಾಗವಾಗಿ ನಡೆದಂತಹ ಸಾರ್ವಜನಿಕ ಆರೋಗ್ಯ ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆ ಕೊರೋನಾ ಕಾಲದಲ್ಲಿ ಮತ್ತು ನಂತರ ಎನ್ನುವಂತಹ ವೆಬಿನಾರ್ ಅನ್ನು ಶೈಲಜಾ ಟೀಚರ್ ಅವರು ಉದ್ಘಾಟಿಸಿ ಮಾತುಗಳನ್ನು ಆಡಿದರು. ಅವ್ರೇನು ಮಾತನಾಡಿದ್ರು ಅದರ ಪೂರ್ಣ ವಿಡಿಯೋ ಈ ಮುಂದೆ ಇದೆ.
Now the time is to unveil our web magazine, and Comrade Shailaja, hearty welcome to you. Just for few seconds our web page will come on the screen. That will be the inauguration thing, and we will give the mic to you.
Okay, thank you Vimala.
Yeah. So right now our web page is coming on the screen. ನಮ್ಮ ವೆಬ್ ಪತ್ರಿಕೆ ಲೋಕಾರ್ಪಣೆ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಈ ಮಾದರಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಅದು ಬರ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ರಾಜಕೀಯ ವಿದ್ಯಮಾನಗಳು, ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರೀಯ ಅಂತಾರಾಷ್ಟ್ರೀಯ ವಿಮರ್ಶೆಗಳು ಇವೆಲ್ಲವೂ ಕೂಡ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತವೆ. ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ, ನೀವು ನೋಡಬಹುದು. ಮತ್ತೆ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಸಲಹೆ, ಸಹಕಾರ, ಕಾಂಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಷನ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲವನ್ನೂ ಕೂಡ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋದು ನಮ್ಮ ನಿರೀಕ್ಷೆ.
ಜನಶಕ್ತಿ ಮೀಡಿಯಾದ ವೆಬ್ ಪತ್ರಿಕೆಯನ್ನ ನಿರಂತರವಾಗಿ ನೀವು ವೀಕ್ಷಣೆಯನ್ನ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಅದರೊಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಯೂಟ್ಯೂಬ್ ಕೂಡ ಇದೆ, ಯೂಟ್ಯೂಬ್ ಅನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ನೀವು ನಿರಂತರವಾಗಿ ನೋಡಬೇಕು. ಅದರೊಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಫೇಸ್ಬುಕ್ ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಜನಶಕ್ತಿ ಮೀಡಿಯಾದ ವಸ್ತುನಿಷ್ಠ ಸುದ್ದಿಗಳೆಲ್ಲವೂ ಕೂಡ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಅವನ್ನೆಲ್ಲವನ್ನೂ ಕೂಡ ನೀವು ಫಾಲೋ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಮತ್ತೆ ಜನಶಕ್ತಿ ಮೀಡಿಯಾದ ಯೂಟ್ಯೂಬ್ ಚಾನಲ್ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಕ್ರೈಬ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಜನಶಕ್ತಿ ಮೀಡಿಯಾದ ಫೇಸ್ಬುಕ್ ಪೇಜ್ ಅನ್ನ ಲೈಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಫಾಲೋ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತೇಳಿ ನಾನು ನಿಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ, ಜನಶಕ್ತಿ ಮೀಡಿಯಾ ವೆಬ್ ಪತ್ರಿಕೆಯ ಈಗ ಲೋಕಾರ್ಪಣೆಗೊಂಡು ಜನಶಕ್ತಿ ಮೀಡಿಯಾ ವೆಬ್ ಪತ್ರಿಕೆ ಲೋಕಾರ್ಪಣೆ ಮಾಡಿರುವಂತಹ ಶೈಲಜಾ ಟೀಚರ್ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳನ್ನ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಇಡೀ ಜಗತ್ತಿಗೆ ಆರೋಗ್ಯದ ಬಗ್ಗೆ, ಸಾರ್ವಜನಿಕ ಆರೋಗ್ಯ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಪಾಠವನ್ನ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಟ್ಟಂತಹ ಶೈಲಜಾ ಟೀಚರ್ ಅವರು ಮಾತುಗಳನ್ನ ಆರಂಭಿಸ್ತಾರೆ. ಅವರ ಕನ್ನಡಕ್ಕೆ ಕೆ.ಎಸ್. ವಿಮಲಾಸ್ ಅವರು ಸಾರಾಂಶದ ರೂಪದಲ್ಲಿ ಅನುವಾದವನ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ವಿಮಲಾ ಮೇಡಮ್, ಓವರ್ ಟು ಯು.
Okay, thank you, Shailaja teacher, for unveiling our web magazine, and it's really very happy moment for us. Now over to you. After you finish, in a nutshell, I will just give your speech to our audience here. So over to you.
Dear comrades, first of all, I want to express my thanks to my dearest comrade Vimala and our Janshakti team in Karnataka. For organizing this kind of a very good meeting to discuss about the most threatening thing we are facing. We all know that the whole world is facing a threat, great threat, due to the novel coronavirus, SARS coronavirus 2, which no one find out a proper medicine, nowhere a proper medicine was founded, and no vaccination at all. The experiment is going on, research is going on, but no vaccine come to us yet, and we are eagerly waiting for that. Actually, this is a litmus test. The novel coronavirus incident is a litmus test to the whole world for the governance system and also the health system. What method we have to adopt in future to contain this kind of infectious disease and this kind of threat in future. And we are eagerly watching the whole world, what are going on there. Is there any better system than ours to contain this virus? Kerala is also studying all these things. Our respected Dr. B. Iqbal, I think you all heard his speech, and he explained everything what Kerala is doing here about this novel coronavirus. And he is the chairperson of our expert committee to assist Kerala government and health department to tackle this difficult problem. Dr. Iqbal and so many eminent personalities are working throughout the days to tackle the problem. They are giving advices to us, to health department, how to proceed. And as you all know, I think one of the longest drawn epidemics is in Kerala. The epidemic came to Kerala earlier than other states of our country, January itself. When we heard about some potential virus is spreading in Wuhan, China, we started preparation here. That pre-preparedness helped Kerala very much to contain or to tackle this problem properly. And when we heard about the potential virus in January 2nd week, that WHO declared that there is a new virus spreading in China, which is in the family of coronavirus, SARS and MERS. It is in Wuhan, this dangerous thing. And I called my health secretary, and we had a discussion each other. And I feared that the virus will come to Kerala because so many Malayali students, Kerala students, are studying in Wuhan University in China. And if they are contracted with the virus, if they return to Kerala, definitely the virus will come to Kerala. And we started our preparation here. When at once we had a meeting of our rapid response team, and also we formed our control room, state control room, and we passed the knowledge, the information to the whole district, 14 districts about this virus. At that time, no one returned to Kerala, no virus came to Kerala, but it was the precaution and preparation. And as we anticipated, definitely the virus came to Kerala. January 27th, a flight came from Wuhan to Kerala, and we thoroughly examined the passengers who reached here, and we got 3 symptomatic cases out of that. In the airport, our surveillance system was ready at that time, and our squad, our team, examined them thoroughly, and we got 3 symptomatic cases, and we admitted them in hospitals, in isolation wards. And we take their swabs and test it in our laboratory, and we find that they were tested positive for coronavirus. That they were in 3 districts. The first case we got in January 30th, and the second and third on February 2nd and 3rd. And they were in 3 districts, and we admitted the patients in the district hospitals there, and we examined thoroughly and treated well, and all the 3 cured and discharged from the hospitals. Everyone said it is over and no more virus will come. But we didn't get back. We proceed our examination and surveillance system, and in the airport we maintained our surveillance system there, surveillance team there. Someone asked me, why are you overacting? That is the virus, that's over. And why are you overacting here? Why are you threatening people? Nothing to fear. Our opposition leader also said that the health ministry is threatening. That is over. And the mitigation method is good for containing this virus. Look at America. They are adopting the mitigation method. I replied in the assembly that in America, 25 people died out of coronavirus. That was the beginning stage, you know. At that time, only 25 people died in America, but that feel a huge number to me. And I answered him that the mitigation method alone doesn't work. We should have to contain this virus. We should have to stop the spread. We should activate our health system and also educate our people to prevent the progression of this virus. And as we think it happened, after that, the virus spread all over the world, in several countries, in Brazil, in Italy, and in USA, and in UK, everywhere it spread. And we eagerly waited, Kerala eagerly waited whether anyone is coming back from any country, because the expatriates is very huge number from Kerala. In all countries, the Keralites are there. They will definitely return back when they become some kind of illness. They got some kind of illness or some frustrations. Definitely, they will come back to Kerala. And we waited, and it happened. Some people from Italy returned to Kerala in February 2nd week, and from them also we got some people infected, some imported cases, and we started our activities more vigorously. And up to March 24th, almost 1 lakh people returned from other countries to Kerala. And we got 499 positive cases out of that. Out of that, 165 is locally transmitted cases. 33% local transmission occurred at that time. We felt it is a huge number, but the whole country, whole world is looking at us that how can you prevent the progression of the virus or transmission of the virus such a way. In all other countries, the imported cases, the ratio of the imported cases and transmitted cases were a different picture. If 10 people came, thousands of people is contaminating with this virus at that time in other countries. And they said that Kerala's method is somewhat effective. And we cured most of the people. And March 24th, I said, because March 24th, the central government declared complete lockdown throughout the country. And now people came from after March 24th because the airlines were stopped and trains were stopped and the interstate transport is also stopped. And at that time, we got this below 500 cases and we contained that virus and the graph became flattened and only 3 deaths happened. The death rate at that time, case fatality rate at that time was 0.5%. The world, from every part of the world, several media and other persons asked me, they telephoned me, the BBC and the Guardian, everyone called me and asked how it is possible to contain this virus in such a way. Only 0.5% mortality and the local spread was also very low. How it happened? I said that it is nothing but because of our public health system, people's participation, and decentralized activities that helped Kerala very much. Dr. Iqbal explained about that. Kerala, I will explain the nearest thing or the contemporary thing later. But all of you know that Kerala had a different structure, have a different kinds of governance in here in Kerala. After independence, 1947, after 1947, as you all know, the linguistic states were formed in 1950s. 1957 assembly election was here in Kerala, and the newly formed Kerala state. We have our first government, first democratic government, state government in 1957. That was led by the left parties. That is a very inspiring thing in the world also. Through the ballot, through the voting system, the Communist Party led government came to power in Kerala in 1957. That government started the social reforms in Kerala, passed several laws, passed several legislations in Kerala Assembly. Before 1957, our socio-economic condition is different. It is the landlords were here. No common people can own a piece of land here. There was no land, a single piece of land to bury the dead bodies, and landlords and tenants, that was the system. The landlords were attacking the tenants, exploiting them, and they have to pay the taxes and also the share of their agricultural goods, everything to the landlords. The lives of the tenants were very petty in Kerala. Untouchability was also here. The caste discrimination, that is very rampant in Kerala, and it was severe. I think in August Bebel's book, the Bebel, who is the friend of Karl Marx, August Bebel's book, he wrote that the landlord system in Kerala is similar to the slavery in Rome. It is more severe than it. And there are so many customs and so many activities threatening the poor people, the agricultural workers, and also the small peasants, etc. If a girl get married at that time, the girl should have to go to the landlord's house and to break her virginity there. And the landlord, it is the privilege for the landlord, and that was the custom here. That was the activities here. They suffered very much. The poor people suffered very much these atrocities. And when the LDF government, the left government, came to power under the leadership of Comrade E.M. Shankaran Namboodiripad, within 16 days or 20 days, the government passed an ordinance, and it states that the stay for eviction from the lands by the landlords, and the stay of for eviction from the lands, that gave a great support to the poor people. They stand still in the small piece of land, and they held her head high, and they spoke to the landlords that they are also human beings. Not only that, the government, the Joseph Mundasheri Master, the first education minister, he passed an act in our legislative assembly in Kerala, Education Reform Act, through which we provide, in Kerala, we provide government lower primary schools in each and every panchayats in Kerala, local level. And our government asked the poor peasants and poor to send their children to school, not for work, to school, to study. And they send their school children to school because they can have the education freely. This is by the government. And the government schools were formed in each and every panchayat. And the first, our Kerala's first health eminent,
కేరళ మినిస్టర్ మాట్లాడుతానే ఉంది.
eminent person, and he also passed a very good revolutionary act for the health sector, that each and every panchayat there should be a government dispensary or hospital for the poor people, and supplied medicine in free of cost to the poor people. And the poor people who were wearing only one cloth, no up the tops and other things, and poor people, they began to send the children to school and start their education there, and the Kerala slowly become an educated society after that. After that, we started our Land Reforms Act, and through the Land Reforms Act, we insisted that the landlords can own only 15 acres of land. All the other land government will take as surplus land, and we collected that surplus land and distributed to the poor people, and every people can own a piece of land as their own. And this also inspired the people very much, and also the socio-economic sector changed more than anything, and our human development index also raised, our literacy rate also raised, and also our these things, the health indices, as Dr. Iqbal said, we have the lowest mortality rate, the maternal mortality rate and infant mortality rate, and we have the highest the life expectancy, etc., and the human development indexes increased, and Kerala become a very good society. And we have so many problems here. There are poor people here, and we are again doing some works to improve their lives and lifestyles here. But Kerala have a very decentralized system in health, education, and all other sectors. That helped us very much to tackle this kind of problems. And we can say that the total literacy campaign also helped Kerala very much, and that they decentralized planning, the local self-government. Our local self-government are strong enough to face this kind of difficulties, and we are making them more strong through the mission declared by our respected Chief Minister. This time, when 2016, when we came to power again, the LDF came to power again, our respected Chief Minister declared 4 important missions. One is Haritha Kerala mission. Through that, the waste management and other thing, the water preservation, drinking water, we are cleaning all the wells and cleaning the rivers and ponds, etc. That is a very good mission, and thousands of people are working in that mission to save Kerala, save the drinking water, and also to cultivate organic eatables. Organic cultivation is also increasing in Kerala through that mission. And one other mission is on education sector, and the education reforms, we cannot say in words, you know. More than 1 lakh classrooms become high-tech throughout these 4 years. High-tech means it is like a corporate run school, very good tiles and very good paints and very good laboratories and very good this IT things, etc. In each and every classrooms there was a IT run thing there, and the people, the students can watch everything through their website, and the free website also have connections also, and become high-tech. And 5 lakhs people, 5 lakh students, the parents got 5 lakh TCs from transfer certificate from the private schools, and returned back to government schools within these 4 years. That was a great adventure, you know. That was a great success, and that was that mission. And the third mission is life mission, means to build a home for homeless people, and we distributed more than 3 lakh homes for the poor people to the through the life mission, and thousands of crores of rupees were spent on this for this life mission project, and they are getting this. It is to reduce the slum formation, and no one should sleep outside in rain or in sun. Everyone should sleep sleep comfortably in their little homes, 2 bedrooms and 1 sit out and 1 very good modern kitchen, and also they have modern toilets, etc. That was their flat, and we are giving the key of the flats to the poor people, and they were very happy to receive that things. It is going on. And the third mission is in health sector, that is known as Ardhram. Dr. Iqbal explained about Ardhram mission, that is in health sector. And we took it as a challenge to run that mission and to achieve great success on that. We changed our health system, public health system. We lot of improvement in that modernization, that public health system. I'm not explaining. It is a long process, and it is a great success. Throughout the 4 years, we changed the primary health system to the most modern thing. Our slogan in this mission is to convert the primary health system as patient friendly and also technologically most modern, to reduce the out-of-pocket expenditure of the poor people for their treatment, to give affordable treatment and quality treatment to the poor people. That was our aim. That is our aim. And we are achieving that aim in a long scale. And I think we have 941 primary health centers, that much of panchayat. In each panchayat we have 1 primary health center. And we started to convert it. In earlier, before 2016, in primary health centers, there was only 1 doctor, and the functioning time is afternoon time. Afternoon, there was no doctor or anyone there. They will close that primary health center. The poor people, the working class, afternoon after their works, they want to go to the hospital with their children or old age people. It is not possible, and they have to move to the towns or cities for the treatment or consultation with the doctors. And we forget about the prevention previously. Actually, the preventive part is the most important thing, not the curative part. Curative part is relevant, and we should have to go through it. But the preventive part is the most important. Prevention is better than cure. And we should start the preventive measures in primary sector itself. That was the slogan of the primary health center or these family health centers, Ardhram mission. And we started converting these things. Out of the 941 PHCs, we converted more than 600 PHCs to family health centers. All the picture changed. We have a very good project on that, and also a master plan for that. Where we have a very good discussion with experts before that, and with the opinion of the expert, we formed a master plan for our primary health centers. We insist that it should be people friendly. When a person or a patient entered into the primary health center premises, there should be a beautiful garden outside. Inside, there should be a very good reception, and also the doctor's room should be very large, or very good arrangement should be there, and the observation room should be most modern, and the immunization part also should be modern, and there should be a very good laboratory there to check their diabetes or their blood pressure or anything. There should be some all the apparatus. Not this kind of virus that cannot be tested in local laboratories. But all the other things the poor people can test in the local laboratories in the panchayat itself. And we started our work. The money is a big problem. Our Kerala is not a rich state, and the money scarcity is here, problem is here. But we started, it is a people's activity, people's campaign. MLA fund and MP fund, and also Panchayat's plan fund. and the rich people also contributed their share. Some companies contributed from their CSR funds, and we started building. And each these PHCs, we should have to spend more than 2 crores of rupees. If there is a building that with the 50 lakhs to 1 crore or 1.5 crore, we can modify them. And if we are building a family health center separately, we should have to spend 3 crores of rupees. Someone demolished the old building in some panchayats and built new family health centers, spending 3 crores to 5 crores rupees. And they get some donation from outside also, and we collected the funds from outside. That was a revolutionary change, you know. If you, as Dr. Iqbal said, Kerala, you can watch directly this kind of change. And also the and changed a lot. And we started a project called KIFBI here, this Kerala Infrastructure Fund Board. That's a long-term loan from other agencies, and that is using that we use that funds for building or this infrastructure development, etc. Capital expenditure. Dr. Thomas Isaac, our finance minister, is helping us very much through this KIFBI project, and with the help of our
Kerala Health Minister.
We started the renovation in not only health sector but also education sector and other this water supply, etc. We are using huge amount of money from KIFBI loan, and I got more than 3,000 crores for health sector, and we are building more these Taluk hospitals and also district hospitals, new ICUs, new CCU, new this operation theatres, etc. And new equipments also we are supplying, the cath labs and these MRI scanners and also this CT scan, etc. We are supplying to our medical colleges and hospitals here, that people can afford freely. People can go there and have a scanning in free of cost for the poor people. And above the category for APL people, a nominal fees is remitted, should remit there. And in private sector, it is a huge amount, you know. People feel very comfortable out of these reforms and this kind of activities. And that helped, this work throughout these 4 years helped us to tackle this kind of threatening things. First, Nipah came here, you know. We faced that threat in Kerala. I know you know about this. I think you know about the Nipah virus. It occurred first in Malaysia. I think it is in 1970s or 80s. The Nipah occurred in Malaysia, Sungai Nipah in Malaysia, and that is why it got the name Nipah from the scientists identified the Nipah virus, and we fight against that Nipah virus more than 18. I'm not explaining everything. This time, our fight against COVID-19, that's also a war. We are fighting against the COVID virus more than anything. And what is the achievements in Kerala? Ours is the longest drawn epidemic comparing to other states. From January we start. After 43 days, virus started in Karnataka, and in Tamil Nadu also after 1 month, the virus started there, and the all other states in India. But we are maintaining the case fatality rate below 0.4%. Our case increased or rised as Dr. Iqbal explained after the May 3rd, when the lockdown lifted. Our cases increased and the graph also shooted, and some death also happened at that time. We have death toll below 1,000, and in other states near Karnataka, I think it is more than 9,500, and in Tamil Nadu it is above 10,000. Maharashtra, it is more than 25,000 and more. In India, it crossed 1 lakh, etc. I'm not explaining. But in Kerala, with the help of local self-government, with the police and all other departments, our strategy is to trace, quarantine, test, isolate and treat. We are quarantining the people in their home, and the police is watching, Asha worker is watching, JPH and JHA from health sector is watching, the Panchayat ward committee is watching. We are doing that, and we are preventing the transmission of the virus. That is our strategy. And the break the chain, Dr. Iqbal explained that SMS, soap, sanitizer, and mask, etc. We are educating the people. But the opposition is opposing us or making some troubles that they are conducting some protest gatherings here. And after the protest gathering, the positive cases again raised in Kerala because of their behavior, irresponsible behavior. That is also raising in Kerala. We are criticizing them for that. Again, we declared 144 here. Now only 5 people can come together. We are asking them also to keep 2-meter distance. If you wear mask properly, and if you keep 2-meter distance away from other person, and if you use sanitizers properly, we can escape from this virus, definitely. And I asked our comrades also to follow this kind of things, advisories by the government. We should follow it properly. Now we are all are afraid of the virus, but we are enthusiastic that we have more than 85,000 beds to accommodate people. And if the case become positive case become 85,000 and more, we can accommodate. And we are building more beds for the positive cases. And now we have 222 CFLTCs, COVID first line treatment centers, 29 major COVID hospitals, and 31 secondary COVID hospitals, 222 COVID first line treatment centers, and 133 private hospitals are also helping us, cooperating with us. And we have 415 hospitals for the COVID patients, and more than 50% beds are vacant there. And we have COVID ICU is also 6,793 ICUs, and in which 50% is vacant. And also COVID ventilators also, in that more than 60% ventilators are vacant. We prepared such a thing for this war. I am concluding my speech that I think this is a litmus test to the world. What kind of a governance you want? All the rich countries failed to tackle the problem. In America, more than 2 lakhs people died. One of my friend called from America that in this COVID period, he want to move to a hospital because he got a positive result. But the hospital said that don't move, you stay in your home. And he want to get some medicines for the headache. No medicine was provided to him or his family, and suffered very much. People are dying without any medicines. We can supply medicines for the symptoms also. For the COVID virus, there is no medicine, but we can provide medicine for the symptoms to reduce the sufferings of the people. But they are not providing. It is saying so. That is why thousands are dying at a time. And in Kerala, we are protecting the people in hospitals and also in CFLTCs. And we are thoroughly watching whether any symptoms are occurring, and we are treating them properly. That is our strategy. And our Honorable Chief Minister declared some relief. 20,000 crores. System for we are supplying free food kits to the people, and we are doing the social safety measures also. I think Karnataka is doing so many things there. We have a very good discussion with. I had a very good discussion with the Karnataka Education Minister also, and I conveyed or I explained what is going on in Kerala to him also. And throughout India, the guidelines they asked us, and we passed our guidelines to them. And this Cuba and Vietnam, we can see the example. What is the example? That is nothing but the decentralized planning, and without discrimination, we are giving these things. The socialist countries are giving accessible treatment or affordable treatment to the poor people and very good public health system. We should strengthen our public health system. We should decentralize the system to the poor people. That is the only answer. And Kerala is again fighting hard to tackle this problem. I hope that we can win over this deadly virus with the help of the whole community and the whole department. Our brave CM, Chief Minister, is giving us brave leadership, and though all ministers are working hard to and best wishes to Karnataka comrades, and please do your voluntary work to save poor people in Karnataka also. We should have to act properly, especially the left followers should have to work properly to educate people and to save people from this deadly virus. And with my greetings to all Karnataka comrades, I am concluding my speech, comrade. Thank you all.
ವಿಡಿಯೋವನ್ನು ವೀಕ್ಷಿಸಿದ್ದಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು. ಈ ವಿಡಿಯೋವನ್ನು ಇತರರಿಗೂ ಶೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ನಮ್ಮ ಚಾನಲ್ಗೆ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಕ್ರೈಬ್ ಆಗಿ, ಹಾಗೆ ನಿರಂತರ ಸುದ್ದಿಗಳಿಗಾಗಿ ಬೆಲ್ ಐಕಾನ್ ಅನ್ನು